Yeah. As someone who likes to watch videos about horses or movies or whatever, but you don't actually ride horses or deal with them, usually you like two main things in horsemanship, or when you see a rider riding a horse in a movie, for example: reining up and galloping on the horse's back. Someone who knows nothing about horses watching a video about horses usually will love it when he sees a horse rearing with the hero of the movie on his back, or galloping with the rider on his back. It's more exciting and people will like it more. It has more action in it, let's say. As soon as you ride horses, in the first couple of weeks of riding them, you immediately realize that the last thing you care about, or should I say, the last thing you want the horse to be able to do, is rearing up and galloping. Rearing up because it's wrong. Usually it's a bad habit or behavior that the horse does when he's out of control. So the better your training is, the less the horse will rear up with you on his back, which means it's not something you don't want. And even if you want to teach him to do it with you on his back in the right way, it needs time and it doesn't have a real advantage in doing it. But at least if you do it in the right way, it's safer than the wrong way of doing it, or should I say him doing it as a behavior by himself, by bad training and so on. It's completely different than you allowing him to rear up, or should I say train him or teach him or ask him to rear up. So the two main things that you want to see a rider doing in a video are the two things that you hate the most when you start riding horses. Why? Because it's very simple. The first thing the horse does with you as a bad rider is to try to be out of your control. The two main things the horse does to be out of your control is taking the speed away from you by taking the direction, of course, or trying to make you lose your balance off his back, butt you off his back, or rear up and make you fall down or make you lose your balance. So rearing up, just like bucking, makes you lose your balance. Galloping usually means the horse is out of control for a bad rider or a beginner. With time, you realize and understand that I can gallop now with the horse under my control, and even I can teach the horse in some ways of riding or methods of riding to rear up decently in a good way, in the right way, when I want him to. So when he does it because I ask him to do it, it's acceptable and it's normal. It doesn't mean that you're special, because it's easy. Anyone can gallop with the horse. Anyone can stick on the horse's back when he's rearing up, but not everyone can make him gallop in the right way. Not everyone can make him rear up in the right way. So the better your training is, the more the horse is trained in a better way, the less he rears up when you give him random orders as a beginner. When you ride a horse and he's stopping or standing in his place, and you just jerk the rein or pull it back, and he's standing in his place, and he immediately rears up, like you see in some movies or videos or whatever, that means the horse is trained in a wrong way. Pulling the rein or even jerking it when the horse is standing in his place is like a brake. You used the brake while the horse is stopping. He is supposed to move back in that case. If he was trained in a correct way of riding, as soon as you pull the rein or jerk the rein and the horse is standing in his place, he will immediately move back and please the hand and give you a release instead of giving you pressure. If you jerk the rein or pull and the horse moves up or forward, that means the brake system of the horse is not working, which means it's bad, not just for rearing up. It's bad because the horse who rears up when you jerk the rein or pull the rein is going to keep galloping, or should I say bolt, when you want to stop him in canter and he doesn't want to. It's the same idea. Saying no and succeeding here means he will say no and succeed in other places. The same goes for galloping. The horse who just needs a loose rein to immediately gallop, as soon as you give him a loose rein, he immediately bolts forward. If he bolts forward just because you gave him a loose rein, that means he was waiting for it, which means there is no real trust between you and the horse. Yes, some horses are more active and energetic and they want to gallop more than other horses, for example, Arabian horses and so on. But if the Arabian horse is well trained, as you can see, even though it's an open place and he's an active, energetic horse compared to even other Arabian horses, still when I give him a loose rein, he's not bolting immediately or galloping, because he knows if I just pull the rein immediately, he will stop and move back. So a horse who bolts immediately as soon as he sees feels some looseness in the rein is trained in a bad way. It has nothing to do with the horse. A horse who rears up when you jerk the rein or move it back while he's standing in his place is trained in a bad way, not in a good way. The proof is the same exact horse. when you train him in a correct way, does not do that with time. And the same exact horse who doesn't do that, when you ride him in the wrong way, he does do that with time. So why is it bad? Because it proves that the horse's brake system is not working. And if the horse's brake system is not working, you're just a view, and now clock an extra weight on the horse's back. You're not really controlling him, which means there is no real trust between you and the horse, which means you did not add anything to the horse, and the horse did not add anything to you. You're just fighting each other, and of course at the end he will win.